was not expecting that whatsoever. Kia ora and welcome. My name is ZoeStibi and I am your vocal coach for today. In today's video, we're taking a look at Killah by Lady Gaga. Never heard this song before, so I'm really excited with her Saturday Night Live performance. I really need to work on my articulation. Let's just get straight to her vocal technique, whatever, Zoe.
Once again, Lady Gaga!
Standing on the corner, smoking that grass, and the boys all pass me by. Talking to me with your hand on my ass. I'm a murderer in disguise. Yeah, you wanna be cool, but you're making me mad. By my lip, it starts to bleed. Yeah, it tastes so good, but it gotta be bad. If I'm gonna get you home, gonna make the curtains.
I was not expecting that whatsoever. We have to go and have another look at that. I'm like so confused. There's so much going on coming down the hallway and like.
Standing on the corner, smoking that grass, and the boys all pass me by. Talking to me with your hand on my ass. I'm a murderer in disguise. Yeah, you wanna be cool, but you make.
Okay, before we get to that bit, so we got da 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 da. So we're on the B4, which is the B below middle C. Da 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 da. Oh no, sorry, that's B3. Da 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 da. We're in the thicker vocal folds there. We've got very low volume actually. You can see that she's got the microphone very close to her mouth. It's almost like she's speaking on pitch. And that's also going to be allowing her to do a lot more movement without kind of like blowing a gasket like we saw with Abracadabra.
I'm a murderer in disguise. Yeah, you wanna be cool, but you're making me mad. By my lip, it starts to bleed. Yeah, it tastes so good, but it gotta be bad. If I'm gonna get you home, gonna make the curtains scream, believe it.
Okay, so we've definitely got like a ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. We've got a head voice sound there. Almost sounds like there's a bit of breath coming through actually. So we've got a ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Could also be like she's in a little bit of falsetto there. I'm wanting to make sure that we're keeping the volume low because as we go higher, the volume automatically becomes a lot higher. And now she's gone into like a little bit twang. Da-da.
Make the curtains scream, believe it. Gonna make the ceiling shake for me. I'ma be a full-time bedroom demon. I'm gonna make you scream. That's a matter of fact. I'll be a fantasy. I'm a killer, and what you gonna do tonight? Oh, killer, 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 killer. Oh no, killer, and boy you.
Okay, great. So I'm like, this is almost like a performance art as well. And I know that's what Lady Gaga loves to do with the way in which she's walking around and the whole story behind it. So we've got a
Gonna make the curtains scream, believe it.
so we're actually in a head voice. Gonna make the curtains scream, believe it. And that twang coming in, which is a closing of the area above the vocal folds. Curtains, believe it. That is what's kind of giving us that sort of more, that boosted sound. Makes it a lot louder. You can see she's taking the microphone further away from her mouth.
Gonna make the curtains scream, believe it. Gonna make the ceiling shake for me. I'ma be a full-time bedroom demon. I'm gonna make you scream. That's a matter of fact. I'll be a fantasy. I'm a killer, and what you gonna do tonight? Oh, killer, killer, killer.
Okay, so she's really in this like almost like a falsetto. Killah, ba ba da 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 da. She goes back down to the chest voice. Killah, killer, killer, killer. And she's in quite a breathy kind of sound there. I would have expected to go killer, 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 killer. But I know that she doesn't do anything that she doesn't mean to do with her vocals.
I'm gonna make you scream. That's a matter of fact. I'll be a fantasy.
So she's on the B4 there. So make you scream, that's a matter of fact. fact. So that's actually what we heard a lot with Abracadabra as well. She was sort of like doodling around on that sort of like more of a chest voice sound. She's definitely gone thicker vocal folds that make you scream, just a matter of fact. And she's really working that soft palate as well to make sure that we're not getting like a dampened sound with the quietness of this chest voice. But I mean, as I say, Lady Gaga's like the ultimate professional.
I'm gonna make you scream, that's a matter of fact.
Can you hear? Make you scream, that's a matter of fact. You can really hear that's gone into more of a closed vowel. It's definitely helped with that sound.
Be a fantasy. I'm a killer. And boy, you're gonna die tonight. Killer, 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 killer. I'm a killer. And boy, you're gonna die tonight. Killer, 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 killer. I lighten up my final cigarette. I'll burn a hole right through your eyes. Looking at you like a zombie killer, hungry for a homicide.
So go, killer, 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 killer again. And actually in her head voice, what did she do there?
Killer, 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 killer.
Almost sound like a little bit, killer, 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 killer. We also had a bit of that vibrato coming in there. Vibrato is actually where when the vocal folds are meeting nicely and we have a relaxing of the muscles around the larynx, it's allowing the larynx to actually shake with the tone. So not everybody can create a really stable vibrato, but I know a lot of people want to work on it. If you're working on your vibrato, you must make sure that you can create a clear sound without any breath in it whatsoever, which is why I have in the Vocal Academy, I have an entire series on working on your head voice through weekly lessons where you can submit your video for me to have a look at and I can give you feedback on your singing as well. So it's something that you really need to make sure that you're able to do good vocal fold contact, no breath in the sound, and a low effort here going on around the larynx.
Killer, 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 killer. I lighten up my final cigarette. I'll burn a hole right through your eyes. Looking at you like a zombie killer, hungry for a homicide. If I get you alone under your skin and bone, I'ma try you on for size. I'm about to wear you out like my favorite suit, nose paralyzed. Gonna make the thing believe it.
Okay, I thought so. That was definitely her decision to not go into that full sound before. So she's just gone through like the A to Z of vocal technique right there. So we've got the ba ba da 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 da. Again, we've got in this chest voice sound there, thicker vocal folds lower down in the range. And then she's gonna here.
Looking at you like a zombie killer, hungry for a homicide. If I get you alone under your skin and bone, I'ma try you on for size.
So go ba ba da da to the skin and bone. She's gone into the thin vocal folds there. She's gone further and a little bit of that twang and the skin and bone. Oh, I love it.
You alone under your skin and bone, I'ma try you on for size. About to wear you out like my favorite suit, nose paralyzed. Gonna make the thing believe it. Gonna make the ceiling shake for me. I'ma be a full-time demon. I'm gonna make you scream, that's a matter of fact. Don't be a fantasy. I'm a killer. Boy, you're gonna die tonight. Killer, 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 killer.
Okay, I'm a little bit confused because you go, make you scream, it's a matter of fact. She went back into that higher chest voice sound. Now she's going, killer, 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 killer. She's gone back into the slightly breathier sound. So I'm quite surprised actually to have her do that. I mean, look, as I said, Lady Gaga only makes intentional decisions about her voice, but it could also be that, you know, she's performing in the, no, who am I kidding? She performs like 3 hours a night. Like, yeah, could be anything. Could also just be due to, you know, lots of germs are going around at the moment. It's her decision. We're not going to say what she should do or shouldn't do. That's an artist's prerogative. But now she's going, killer, killer. We're kind of allowing the track to take over a little bit here.
Killer, 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 killer. I'm a killer. Boy, you're gonna die tonight. Killer, 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 killer. Killer.
That was so unexpected. I was really not expecting that whatsoever. And I'm not sure about it. I felt that you could hear there towards the end. And look, please, I'm not pointing out like mistakes in like, this is not what I'm talking about. Just, I wanted you to note just here, she did sort of start to so there we go, Killah. We sort of heard the vocal folds not really touching a little bit there. So we have to really think about the fact that, I do really love live performance, as you understand here. And if you love live performance, then honestly hit that subscribe button. I'd love to hang out together more often, because I really, really, really do believe that looking at live performance is the only way that you can really analyze the vocal prowess and vocal technique of singers. Obviously, this has been touched up a little bit for the online world, but you can hear there it's not a perfect performance, because we're hearing all of those lovely human things that come in, which that makes it a perfect performance for me. So I just love that it's not shoved through a computer with lots of autotune. But I know that Lady Gaga doesn't like to do that for her live performances. So what we've got there is we heard a little bit of this kind of it's kind of crackling a little bit. Now, I have seen that for Saturday Night Live, the performers have to arrive quite early in the morning. They're there for the entire day, and then they perform very late in the evening. So when you have these massive long days, you can't help but get tired. And at the same time, your voice gets very, very tired as well. You're rehearsing the whole day, speaking. And then these shows are hugely taxing on you, because you're not only performing in with Lady Gaga, she's performing in the scenes as well between her songs, and then she's performing her songs as well. And I don't know if you've seen some of the skits, but they were very, very character heavy on her voice. So we don't need to watch that whole section with her lovely, lovely dance bit. Let's just go straight to the end here. So we go, I'm a killer. And she kind of dropped the larynx there a little bit. I know you're gonna die tonight. It's like a little bit of that tongue tension there at the back there. And a lot of that she's making more of the vibrato itself. And I just love it. It's sort of like a bit of an Elvis kind of sound there. Killer, I know you're gonna die tonight. I love that. You're just seeing all of these different colors that she's using in her voice. So let me know down in the comments what your favorite part of that performance was. I have to say, I felt like it was very much a performance piece rather than necessarily a full-on vocal performance, which is also absolutely lovely. And I'm just quite surprised by that. So I feel like I definitely have to watch it again. But let me know. I'd love to see what your favorite part was. If you're interested in learning anything we talked about there, like your head voice, going and using twang, singing with more stability, and also being able to, sing from A to Z in your vocal range, then check out the link in the description below, because my online vocal academy is there for you. We have bi-weekly live masterclasses, as well as practice groups happening every 2 weeks, where you get to sing live with a tutor and get feedback on your performances. There is also weekly singing lessons available for you to watch, and then submit your homework for me to take a look at and give you feedback on how you can improve your voice. It's in there, and it's honestly only 49 euros per month, which is an absolutely insanely low price. And I'd love to see you there. You get grandfathered into that price, so you can join for as long as you want, cancel at any time. And that is it was so important for me that I really created a course that was all about giving you feedback, because you could search the internet for days and days and days and not really know if you're doing it right. And that's why I created the Vocal Academy. So come on in and join me. Check out some more Lady Gaga up here, and have an awesome rest of your day. Just remember that anyone can learn to sing. You just have to have the tools, and that's what I'm here for. See you around here. Ka kite anō.